All right. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm having to move a few things around. All right. Hey, Tribe. Hey. How y'all doing? What's going on? I didn't know this is like a very unannounced live right now going on. But I don't have a whole lot of time to edit videos these days, y'all. So, sorry, I kind of got to do what I got to do. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do here. Okay? Oh. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. Today's live is going to be all about this Capricorn moon that we have coming in tomorrow. So, in some parts of the world, it's already the full moon, just on the East Coast, and I'm on the East Coast of the United States. So, tomorrow at 2:37 p.m. in the afternoon, we will be experiencing a full moon in Cancer. I'm sorry, I said a full moon in Cancer. Full moon in Capricorn, 21 degrees of Capricorn. This will be a super full moon. This is known as a thunder moon. Why is it known as thunder moon? Because typically this time of the year, there's a lot of thunderstorms and thunder showers, almanac style and everything. So that's why it is called a thunder moon. Want to talk to you a little bit about this moon energy so you all can work with it. So if you have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your sun, moon, or rising sign, this moon is going to be very beneficial. The energy is going to be very comfortable. But for those of us who don't have those placements in our charts, I'm not speaking about myself. If you have mostly air or fire placements in your sun, moon, or rising, this energy might be a little bit difficult to work with. And I'm going to explain that to everybody so that, you'll understand. Okay, so let's get into it. So, of course, the moon, right, is rules Cancer. We are currently in Cancer season. The moon is not in Cancer right now, but the sun is in Cancer right now. But moon energy, again, it is all about emotions. It's all about intuition. It's all about our moods. It's all about being nurturing or being nurtured or nurturing. Okay, so femininity, like the feminine goddess, the mother, the child, fertility. Those are all things that are cultivated by moon energy. That's why, like, when some women, they say, your cycle lines up with the new moon or the full moon, right? Typically. And so I call the cycle that women experience every single month a moon cycle, okay? Because a lot of our cycles do coordinate with the moon. Either we're ovulating during one of the moon, the full moon, or new moon, or our cycles on one of the full moon, new moons. Like, it kind of syncs up. Not all the time, but it can, Capricorn, this moon in particular being in Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is what I like to call the daddy planet. So Saturn is all about structure and restrictions and limitations, time, discipline, authority, milestones. Okay, so Saturn's really, what's the word for it? Saturn is a very, very, very firm energy. It's a very masculine energy. I like to call Saturn the daddy planet because Saturn is that planet of authority, of, like I just said, structure, karma. We are in a Saturn retrograde right now. So, what does that mean with the moon being in Capricorn, you might ask? Well, we are going to be, it's a very slow moving energy. It's a very repressed energy. It's not fast. It's very cautious energy. So if you have a lot of fire in your chart or you have a lot of air in your chart, air is based off of logic. Fire is just taking action energy. So this particular moon may be a little bit uncomfortable for those that have mostly fire in their chart or air in their chart, because again, it's slow moving energy, it's cautious energy. It's energy that takes a lot of time to plan and think things over, whereas you don't see that happening with a lot of air signs and a lot of fire signs, to be honest. Okay, so you know, I always say the full moon is actually a time not really to manifest. You can manifest during a full moon, of course, but it's more so an energy of, let me do a check-in. Like, let me check and see what's going on with myself. So with Capricorn energy, it's this energy of, have I been being hard-headed? Have I been being stubborn? You know, have I been listening to reason? And I'm not talking about listening to people. I'm talking about, have you been listening to your higher self? Have you been listening to your spirit guides, your ancestors, your intuition, right? Or have you just been hard-headed and stubborn and not really, you know, being in tune with that energy? Guys, y'all, I really don't like this lighting, so I'm finna try to do something about it real quick. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let's see if that's a little bit better. A little bit. Okay. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Okay. So, where was I? I don't like this lighting either. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Whatever. All right. Can you tell what I have in my chart? Okay. So, what are some other things that come up during the Capricorn full moon? Work to home life balance. Do you have a healthy work to home life balance? Have you been putting work before your personal relationships? Have you been putting work before dating or your significant other or your children or anything, right? Have you been neglecting one thing for the other? So it could be you've been spending so much time with significant other, with your home life, you haven't really been putting a whole lot of effort into work. But most of the time, with Capricorn energy, it's Rihanna energy all day. Work, 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 work. You just working all the time. Work, 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 work. That's Capricorn energy. Because, you know, my favorite phrase for Capricorn is, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Okay? Capricorns ain't coming out their house to do nothing for free. I'm sorry. That's just not what it is. It's just not what it is. And I think I need to just elaborate a little bit more on Capricorn energy, because you got to understand, I mean, I have Capricorn in my chart. I'm not going to say where, but yeah, this moon, I'm already feeling the energy. It's a great energy, but it is a very, you're not taking no stuff type of energy, okay? So like the symbol of Capricorn, of course, is a sea goat. Goats are really stubborn. Have you ever met a goat? Have you ever been to a petting zoo or a farm and you met a goat? Goats do what goats want to do. Goats eat what they want to eat. Like, you're not going to tell a goat what to do. Like, you have to literally probably tap his little butt or something. You know, some goats can be managed. Like, these people that got that, what's the goat yoga? Where people like, let goats stand on top of them. I love animals. I love animals, but yeah, I think I'm good on letting the animals climb on top of me. But to each his own. I respect everybody's choices. That's one thing about me. Okay, so I already talked about the ruling planet. So Capricorn rules the 10th house. The 10th house is that of career, very masculine energy, father, brother energy. How are you showing up in your work life? Are you satisfied in your career? 10th house energy is really all about work and career, okay? And Capricorn rules the 10th house, okay? We already talked about Capricorn being an earth sign. Capricorn is the third earth sign, okay? So the first earth sign is Taurus, the second is Virgo, and the third is Capricorn. Capricorn is a cardinal sign because Capricorn starts off winter. So when we transition from fall to winter, Capricorn is the sign that starts off the winter months for us. Then it goes to Aquarius, then it goes to Pisces. So cardinal signs are great at starting things. They're not always great at finishing them or keeping them going, okay? So you want somebody who's got a $1 billion idea that they can get it started is a Capricorn. Now, do they need a Taurus or a Leo or a Scorpio or an Aquarius to come in and keep that thing moving and keep it going? Abso-freaking-lutely. But can they get it started? Abso-freaking-lutely. Will it be a brilliant idea? Abso-freaking-lutely. Will it probably make like 6 to 7 to 8 figures? Yes, absolutely. Okay. And they won't let you forget it because, you know, Capricorn energy is all about achieving like something. So that's the key word for Capricorn, achieve. To achieve something, to achieve a goal. Capricorn energy is very ambitious, it's very practical. You know, I don't know a whole lot of Capricorns that are just silly, like just silly for no reason. So they can be very, you know, socially responsible. They're very conscientious of like social norms. They can tend to be overly worried or overly concerned about, you know, things sometimes they don't have any control over. They could, you know, have insecurities. They won't show the insecurities, but they can have a lot of insecurities. Very driven energy, very cautious energy. I think I've already used that word before. Very slow advancing, steady to the top, slow and steady wins the race type of energy. All right. Now, moving on. Going back to how you can check in with this energy. Have you been overly have you been overriding your heart? You know, have you mostly been thinking with your head and your logic? Have you been trying to override your heart? These are things that could be exposed during this moon, right? So not having a healthy home to work-life balance, being stubborn, being hard-headed, choosing your head and your logic over your heart, or letting your head and your logic override your heart, over planning, being very controlling and needing to release control of people and things to let things kind of breathe and air out. This energy like could expose these things. I'll put it to you like that. Those things are the type of things that can be exposed during a Capricorn full moon. Okay. And we're in this retrograde. So let me just say with the retrograde, I always say this about a Saturn retrograde. And this moon being in Capricorn, Capricorn being ruled by Saturn, we can't escape the energy, right? So some of us have learned lessons, okay? We've learned the lessons. We know better. Henceforth, we do better, okay? But the universe will send curveballs to test you a lot, okay? So just being clear about that. You can get tested a lot, especially during a Saturn retrograde, because Saturn is asleep. So Saturn's not kind of governing what's going on. So then here you go. Karma's like, I got free reign. Let's bring in one of those tests for these good old people. And so then you find yourself maybe faced with a karmic relationship, or maybe before this Saturn retrograde, maybe before this Capricorn full moon, you were like, oh yeah, this relationship is great. This job is great. And then this retrograde comes along and this moon comes along and it's like, oh yeah? Well, what about this? Well, what about this? This ain't stable. This person ain't stable. This situation ain't stable. This job ain't stable. So it's like, okay, Capricorn energy has that again. It's an earth energy, so it's about being grounded, being stable. I'm gonna be honest, like people who have a Capricorn moon or Capricorn Venus, let me tell you something. A person could be like a week or two into a relationship with a Capricorn moon or a Capricorn Venus and be like, oh, I love you so much and you're just so great. And that Capricorn moon, Capricorn Venus person gonna be looking like, moot. When I say moot, moot. Okay? It's a very slow moving emotional process, a very slow moving process to commit, because it's like this wanting to cross all my I's, dot all my T's, make sure this person ain't crazy, make sure this person really means what they're saying, because when a Capricorn moon or a Capricorn sun or a Capricorn Venus or even a Capricorn rising, when you say something, like you really mean it. Like you mean it. You don't just, make, these emotions just on a whim, like, let me just get emotional. I'm not saying that Capricorns can't fall in love and be emotional. It just takes a while to get it there because of that slow moving, very cautious energy. Like, and especially if, a Capricorn has opened up before and got hurt, got rejected, got cheated on, got lied to, whatever, then that makes it even worse. Like, that makes it even harder. It makes the process even longer, okay? To get things going, to get things to where they need to go. So, yeah. So that has been, and this is lessons of the moon with Leah. Okay, y'all. 3 more points I'm gonna touch on real quick. So here's some herbs and oils, herbs or essential oils or flowers that you can use to work with this moon energy. So if you do rituals with candles, if you do baths, anything like that, these are good herbs or good flowers to work with. So patchouli, herb or essential oil, cypress, cypress is really like a tree, but you can get it in a herby form, and also essential oil. Bistort it's a herb. You can get it, I use it in powder form. You can get it in powder or herb form. Vervain, herb form. Mugwort, herb form. Honeysuckle is a flower, definitely Capricorn energy. Vetiver, herb or oil. And then magnolia, which is also a flower. Some stones and or crystals that you can get to work with this moon energy better is azurite, merlinite. I think it's pronounced sugarlight. I think that's how you pronounce it. Herkimer diamond, Herkimer diamond. Herkimer. Malachite. I love malachite. You gotta be careful with it, but I love malachite. And then tangerine quartz. Those are all very good stones to work with for a Capricorn full moon. Now, how does this Capricorn moon full moon fall for each sign? So I'm just gonna talk about that real quick, and then we can end this live. I'll probably come back on live later on and do some money readings. See what's coming up for money over the next month or so, and then eventually I will start posting the next month, so mid-July to mid-August readings. Shout out to all my Cancers. Happy solar return. Happy solar return. Okay, so this video, of course, is timeless, so whenever you see it, you know, there's going to be a Capricorn full moon every year as long as the earth is rotating around the sun. So this video will also be good next year. Okay, so Aries, this moon falls in your 10th house. Of course, the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. This moon is falling in your 10th house if you are an Aries rising and or sun. Okay, so this is all about your career and about how you make your money. What are you doing in the world? How are you showing up in the world? You know, I always think legacy too. Like, what legacy are you trying to leave behind? This is also father energy. This is also your long-term goals, like structures, status, reputation. Public image falls under the 10th house as well. Fame. So yeah, your focus may be a lot on your money, and that's a good thing for this moon. Work it out, y'all. Make it work for you. Make your plans work for you. Okay? Make your dollars, make your money make sense and work for you with this 10th house placement. So definitely good money manifesting energy for my Aries, for real. Okay? Don't sleep on this energy, Aries, because it falls in your 10th house. So if you're looking for a new job, if you're trying to get more money, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be famous, this is the time to be doing those types of manifestations, okay? Taurus, rising and or sun sign. This is in your 9th house. The 9th house is that of travel, philosophy, wisdom, higher education, religion, cross-cultural relations, ethics, learning, all that stuff, okay? You can become more grounded in a space of, I know this is what I want to do, this is where I want to travel to, this is what I want to learn next. You know, really getting all your educational goals in line, certifications, stuff you want to do to either education or continuing education, traveling, stuff like that. If you're a Taurus rising or Taurus sun, okay. Gemini. This moon is in your 8th house, okay. So your 8th house is that of merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritances, loans, joint ventures, other people's money, call it other people's money. Other people's money, joint ventures, joint goals, okay? So this is all about what, you know, how you living with a person, how you merging your life with a person, especially physical. So, my Geminis, some of you all might be feeling like you want to lock somebody down. Like this might be your cuffing season, my Geminis. You might be thinking about your long-term future with a certain someone, and is that going to be beneficial to you in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom? So, Wells Fargo or Rodeo, okay? So yeah, eighth house energy could be feeling really horny, promiscuous a little bit. But with Capricorn energy, you could be slow to act on it, or if you're with your forever person, you're with somebody who you're kind of serious with, yeah, they might not be able to get you off of them. For some of my Geminis, y'all might end up, really trying to get serious about finding that long-term partner that you can share assets with and joint, talk about joint ventures together and definitely intimacy with. Okay, so Cancer's birthday season, my Cancers. So this moon for you falls in your seventh house. So the seventh house is one of my favorite houses, of course. It's a love house. I call it the love house. It is all about relationships. So romantic partnerships, relationships, marriages, contracts, business partners, equality, sharing, all those things. So for my Cancer sun and or rising sign, this is a great time for you all to you probably be thinking about your long-term commitments. Like, are they working for you? Whether it's a business partner or a romantic partner, is this partnership working for you? Is it bringing what you need it to bring into your life? Or if you're single, you could be on the search and you could be just get really serious about what you want long term, and it'll become really clear to you, actually, like, yeah, this is what I really want long term, okay. Leo, my wonderful Leos, this moon falls in your sixth house. The sixth house is that of fitness, health, working out, pets, your work ethic, your sense of usefulness. Where are you showing up, and like, how are you being of service to the planet? How are you being of service to humanity? So that's sixth house energy. This moon for you could really have you, my Leo sun or rising signs, looking at your everyday daily routines. What's working for you, what's not, and how can you make some changes? So especially that work to home life balance. Also, am I taking care of my physical health? Am I taking care of my mental health? Am I taking care of my spiritual well-being? Okay. Spiritual, emotional well-being. Okay. So that could definitely come up for my Leos. Virgo, my Virgo risings and or sun sign. Whoop whoop, I'm Virgo rising. Okay. My Virgos, this moon is in your fifth house. Oh my gosh, I love the fifth house. The fifth house is so sweet. So the fifth house is that of romance, love affairs, being playful, creativity, fertility, having a childlike spirit, or working on your inner child, experiencing joy and self-expression. The fifth house can be a little dramatic too, I'm not gonna lie. So my Virgo risings and or sun sign, you're gonna be really maybe either wanting to receive or share the love and the romance. Okay, I saw something today that I thought was just so cute and romantic. I was like, yeah, universe, that's what it is. Yeah, if my person ain't like that, I don't want them. I need that kind of level of romance in my life. Yeah, so you might be like feeling like that, like, okay, what's at the core that I really truly desire? Is it, I'm a romantic person, I desire a romantic partner or romantic energy to match, my Virgos, you're gonna be really thinking about that. You might also feel really creative and start writing down ideas that will bring you long-term success. But there are creative ideas that'll bring you long-term success during this energy. A lot of you all are going to be thinking about, long-term romantic partnership, long-term love, starting a family, stuff like that, okay? Libra, this is in your 4th house, my Libras, sun or rising sign. So the 4th house is about home, roots, family, self-care, foundations, emotional foundations, physical foundation, like a house, mother energy, child energy, woman energy, femininity. That is all 4th house energy. Okay, so you all could be really focusing on the stability in your home life. Where do you want to put down roots? Who do you want to be with long term? If you're already with your forever person, do you want to move? Do you want to stay where you currently are? What is your long term plan? Like, say we live here, but yeah, we want to move to a bigger home in the next 3 years. Like, talking about stuff like that during a Capricorn full moon is not unexpected. It's actually warranted. Scorpio. Hello, my Scorpio risings and our sun sign. This moon is in your 3rd house. Now, my Scorpios are typically, I'm not saying that y'all aren't talkers, but I know people have a lot of Scorpio in their chart. And you all prefer to move in silence and literally communicate with your eyes sometimes, right? In your emotions, like very brooding energy. But this moon is in your 3rd house. So the 3rd house is all about the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activities, interests, neighbors, okay? How do we give and receive information? Are we getting our point across correctly? Are we holding back our communication? And we really shouldn't. Be careful, my Scorpios, because, you know, Spirit just was like, some of you all might realize you have throat chakra issues, issues with your throat, issues with your throat chakra, because you're not expressing yourself the way you need to be expressing yourself, okay? So this is all about you getting clear about how you need to receive communication, how you plan to give communication. Maybe looking at your sibling relationships and how those have been going. Looking at your social activities and interests to see if it's lining up with who you are now versus who you were. Okay. All right. Your who's up next? Sagittarius? Yeah. Okay, Sagittarius. This moves in your 2nd house. The 2nd house is all about money, 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 money. All right, 2nd house is about work, income, daily routines, material possessions, and valuing your material possessions, your priorities. What are you prioritizing? Your habits, your work ethic, your job. So the 10th house is about career, your career in life, your career path, your long-term goals and structures. Your 2nd house is about your money, your material possessions, your job, your work ethic. So if you have a job, even if you're an entrepreneur, you own a business, same thing, okay? You still got to get up and go work that job, even if you're the owner, right? Still got to do something, manage people, okay? So that is your 2nd house energy. So again, my Sagittarius, this is a good time to do some money manifestation. You heard me? Good time to do some money manifestations. Like, you get some money, you get some money, everybody gets some money. Like, okay, so anybody can do money manifestations during a Capricorn moon, okay? Anything and anywhere in your life where you want stability, it may not happen really fast, okay? Because it's a slow moving, progressive energy, okay, guys? Keep that in mind. But, like, I'll say it to you like this. Whatever you want to see manifest between now and, say, January of next year during the Capricorn new moon, start manifesting that now. Start working on that right now, okay? Not after the full moon, during the full moon, okay? Don't wait for this super moon to be over with, because the energy is going to linger for, like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 days. But Don't wait for the energy to be completely gone. Go ahead and start manifesting with this energy now. Okay? All right. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Capricorn, this moon falls into your first house. The first house is that of the self, ego, appearances, beginnings, the body, first impressions, your attitude, your identity, how you approach life. So again, this is how you want to show up in the world. Okay? Capricorn, with this being in your first house, you can make yourself over now. Do you want to look different? Do you want to smell different? Do you want a different hair color? Do you want a different hairstyle? Do you want to be tan? Do you want to be pale? Do you want bigger lips? Do you want a smaller waist? You know, this is all about you figuring out, like, do you want to switch over from one type of suit to another type of suit? How do you want to show up in the world? Okay? For some of you, I'm hearing like, be what you want to attract. So if you want somebody who smells good, who looks nice, who has a certain income, you need to be there yourself. You need to be smelling good, looking nice, and getting your weight up, your financial weight up. You are what you attract what you are. Okay, so Spirit is saying, if you're asking for a certain type of person, make sure that you're being that person and you're showing up as that person every day, okay, that you want to attract. All right, Aquarius, this moon is in your 12th house. The 12th house is all about endings, healing, closure, spirituality, alchemy, karma, old age, what's being hidden, like things that are under the surface, things that are subconscious, limiting beliefs. Okay, so for you, this moon is all about getting back to your roots and to your core understanding. Maybe you may have learned some lessons, maybe some karmic lessons, maybe some karmic people have been in your life. This is for my Aquarius, sun and or rising sign. So if you're a rising Aquarius, if you're a sun Aquarius, this moon might be causing you to really take a deep look at yourself, take a deep look at the people who you have around you. And you may assess that some friendships need to end, some relationships need to end, some jobs need to end, you know, because deep down when you take a look at it, it's not lining up with who you are and who you're supposed to be in this lifetime. Okay. So this moon could be very life-changing for my Aquariuses, because you're going to be looking at, where do you have stability in your life? Where do you feel grounded? And where do you not feel stability and grounded? And really talk about these things and think about these things and weigh the pros and cons of these things. If you've been waiting for some other type of ending or closure, like say you're waiting for somebody to end a chapter in their life so they can start a chapter with you, I think your attention is being called to really examine if that's really what you truly desire, or if you've just been sucked into something. And yeah, I don't know who that message is for, but okay. Moving on, Pisces. A Pisces sun and or rising sign. This moon is in your 11th house. 11th house is all about wishes, hopes, dreams towards the future, groups, like social groups, friendships, social awareness, social activities, humanitarianism, technology. So the 11th house, for you all, my Pisces, with this Capricorn energy, this 11th house is going to be about you possibly opening up more to being, you know, social but cautious, you know, getting back out there a little bit, hitting up friends you haven't talked to in a long time, just to do some check-ins, you know. Also revisiting your hopes and your dreams and your wishes, and looking at your goals and where you are with accomplishing the things that you want, and how you can further yourself in accomplishing the things that you want that you haven't yet. Okay. All right, my followers, subscribers, thank you all so much for being here with me. Like I said, I'm going to try to get back on later and possibly do some more readings for y'all. I'm definitely going to post some moon readings to TikTok, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And I will see you all next time. Bye, y'all. Bye.